Moving on to politics, court leader Raila Odinga is any time from now expected to arrive at Garsen Stadium in Tana River County, where he is scheduled to hold a public rally in his third day of his tour at the coast. Earlier in the day, Raila addressed another rally at Hola, where he has continuously called for the region to support the opposition's bid in next year's elections. Also still making forays in the region is Deputy President William Ruto, who is expected to attend the burial of the mother of Kinango lawmaker Gonzi Rai. The two leaders have pitched camp in the region in what has been largely seen as escalated efforts to fetch political fortunes from the region. Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, has ruled out a possibility of dissolving the National Assembly after it failed to pass and implement the two-thirds gender rule. Speaking in Mombasa, Muturi said failure to pass that requirement of the Constitution does not lie entirely with the National Assembly. He further added that for a government to function fully, it must have all the three arms of government.
And at the time, many thought that there could be that kind of situation. It will only be, that will be sorted out on the second Tuesday of August 2017. And again, if Kenyans don't vote people to reflect that Article 281B and 27(8), you can only punish. But who is going to punish? The sovereign? Because the sovereign will have exercised their sovereignty in that election. So it's the judiciary which will only be exercising delegated authority.
Dagoretti South Member of Parliament Dennis Waweru, who has declared his ambitions to run for the governorship position in Nairobi County, has said he will work with all communities living in Nairobi and dismissed his rivals for dividing Nairobians along tribal lines. Speaking after meeting members of the Gusii community living in Nairobi, Waweru also promised to improve infrastructure of the city if elected as governor.
I am gunning for the governorship of Nairobi, and I'm willing to work with anybody in order for me to achieve my objective. I am open, I am going to continue consulting, and I am sure I'm going to be able to put up a winning team. And I have met the Luya community, I have met the Embu community, I have met the Embus, Kisii community, because I am sure that Nairobi is for all of us, and I'm going to be able to put together a face of Kenya in the politics of Nairobi. Nobody should run for a position in Nairobi based on the tribe that he comes from. I am the most competent candidate among all. I am the one who has what it takes to turn around this city, and not because I'm a Kikuyu.
Sisi tuko tayari kufanya kazi na serikali ikiwa watakuja tukae pamoja na sisi, wajue na sisi tunahitaji nini kama wakisi wa Nairobi. Haswa tunataka ugavana Nairobi kama jamii ya Wakisii. Tunataka tupewe viti Nairobi kama wabunge 3 Nairobi na MCA 15. Kama tutakaa chini tuelewane, sisi hatuna shida. Tutafanya, tuko tayari kufanya kazi na serikali.
Let's move now to the ongoing land row pitting the Kirima family and a local MCA in Rai, who has been accused of running a land cartel that was targeted land owned by the family. The widow of the late Garishan Kirima, Teresia Kirima, has provided all legal and forged certificates by the MCA and his allies, which were verified by the land registry. A security meeting with the Deputy County Commissioner, Area Chief of Mihango, OCPD Kayole and Area MCA was held at the DC's office to discuss the matter and bring it to logical conclusion.
Kwa ofisi yangu, halo? Kwa ofisi yangu tunawasiliana nao hapo.
Yeah, but now, you know, first, we are here because we are squatters and we are acting our case on adverse possession. That is one. Two, the government knows that we are here, and I'm very sure that on our side they're going to support us on this.
Which institution? The land?
Niko na title. Alafu still niko na court order ya 2014
Peleka kwa polisi.
na nipeleka kwa polisi. Alafu nililipa pesa ya security 300,000 shillings for security wakati tulipewa order ili watusaidie kufanya nini? Kufanya demolition.
The court orders restrain the court. There should be no quarrying activity. There should be no construction.
Police in Naivasha and their counterparts from the anti-narcotics unit have seized a suspected heroin worth millions of shillings in Naivasha. This is as a result of a sting operation along the Nairobi-Nakuru highway following a tip-off from a source that the Mombasa-bound bus was transporting the drug haul. During the operation, police also arrested a 37-year-old Kenyan woman who was ferrying them to Nairobi. According to Naivasha DCIO Martin Mbaya, the suspect had boarded the bus in Kampala with the drugs well hidden in a section of her luggage, which included brooms and other household effects. Detectives tracking the bus closed down on it at Mithuri Estate in Naivasha and commanded it to Naivasha Police Station, where the heist was recovered.
Brushes at the handle were concealing some substances which was suspected to be psychotropic substances. Investigations are still underway in conjunction with the government chemist to confirm the nature or the type of narcotic that it is.
Welcome back to the Weekend at 1. The 6th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD 6, under the theme Advancing Africa's Sustainable Development Agenda, Partnership for Prosperity, will be held in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, on the 27th and 28th of August 2016. It is the first time the conference will be held outside Japan, with an estimated attendance of more than 8,000 delegates.
So the three main pre-summit highlights will be the Japan-Africa Business Summit. The second one will be exhibitions that are mounted by African member states and private sector companies. And third will be side events and seminars hosted by various regional and international organizations such as the World Bank, the Global Fund, and the United Nations. We expect many Kenyan and African businesses to strike good collaborations and partnerships with their Japanese counterparts.
The summit is also expected to widen the scope of Africa's citizens' engagement in their own developments.